In een woord oer nooit triumphus over. Nuance. True intelligence oefenheid zien. Plain sight. Machiavelli, the master of. Observing power, believe the Z being. Truly smart isn't about how much you. No. IT was about how you said what you. No. Who you're allowed to say IT. And how. You leveraged IT to control our outcomes. So, how do you know you're smarter than? Most people. Not BY grades, not BY titles, but BY how you see. How are you? Adapt. And how are you predicted to what others? Chant. Here are the first two signals. According to a Machiavellian lens of intelligence, cold, strategic, and unmistakable dangers. Sign 1. You can stay silent when everyone else is talking. The wise man dies at one's word. The fool dies at last. Most people chant. Hinders silence. The moment here say, pause, they rush to fill a TV's noise. With their opinions, with emotions, but not. You, if you're the type to remain silent, in a room full of people trying to prove something that's not shyness. It's calculated restraint. It is WHYs. Matters. Smart people understand that. Power lies in restraint. The less you speak, the more people project intelligence onto you. The more you listen, the more information you collect. Data that they willingly give. Rui, you see, speaking as a weapon, not a reflex. You know that speaking at the wrong time can их passe you are thinking. So, instead, you let others их passe themselves. You have mastered the art of strategic invisibility. You watch, wait, and let others underestimate you because in their overconfidence they sleep. In Machiavellian terms, silence is not weakness, it's camouflage. And the smarter you are, the more you know. Not everything must be said. Most things shown what it reveals about your mind. You value information more than attention. You can delay gratification. The core of strategic intelligence. You're comfortable with ambiguity. Only fools rush to feel the unknown. Sign 2. You can instinctively spot people's real motives. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Who experience what you really are. Most people believe what others tell them. You don't. If someone tells you they're helping you just because you already not here say string or attach. If someone claims they're angry about one thing, you instinctively dig deeper and realize they're angry about something else. Entirely, this isn't paranoia. It's pattern recognition and it makes you dangerous. It is WHY. This skill is rare and powerful. You read intentions, not just words. You're always scanning. Microexpressions, tone shifts, delayed responses, fake enthusiasm. You don't get distracted by the mask. You're watching this behind it. You're immune to charm, flattery, or guilt. Trips. Manipulators hate you because what works on 90% of people bounces off. Your mind like Woutron Stone. You play the long game in relationships, while others get emotionally entangled too. First, you watch people slowly их passe themselves not by what they say once, but what they repeat without realizing. Machiavelli would call this the highest form of intelligence. Not raw intellect, but psychological clarity. You understand that human beings are never fully honest, and the ability to spot the lie behind the smile makes you unplayable in most social games. What it reveals about your mind. You trust patterns more than promises. You don't project your own morality onto others. You will likely be betrayed and learned. That pain turned into perception. Now, let's stop here for a moment. These two signals are long enough to make you extremely threatening in any group, setting, not because you dominate the room, but because you don't need to. You already situated, and when someone sees clearly they can't be controlled. But it is the twist. Being smarter than most people doesn't always feel good. It makes you lonelier, quieter, harder to fool, but also harder to connect with. Most people don't like mirrors. And you will become one. Let's sum up. TKP and summary. Do this reply to you. You prefer silence over noise. Because you're watching how people move, not what they say. You never take people at face value. You're always deciphering the deeper motive. If this reply, congratulations. You're already operating at a level most never reach. But this is just the beginning. In the next part, you dive into how you use curiosity as a weapon, which weapon never harness you, and the subtle Machiavellian tactic of never needing to prove your intelligence to anyone. Ready for more? Let's go deeper into the mind that sees what others don't. True intelligence is rarely loud. IT doesn't demand allows. IT doesn't need validation. IT simply operates silently, strategically, and with deadly precision. And in Machiavelli's word, intelligence isn't some abstract academic virtue. IT was a survival mechanism. To be smart was to see the hidden game, and to see that knowledge before others even realized they were being played. So, if you recognize it, you're through in the first two seconds, your ability to stay silent and to see through people's motives, 10 you're already operating on a rare level. But it is the twist. The smarter you are, the more invisible your intelligence becomes. Let's continue. Sign 3. You use curiosity as a weapon, not a hobby. The great majority of mankind are satisfied with their appearances. A rich mind stop asking questions the moment they feel safe. Smarter minds, they never stop asking. But you're different. Your curiosity isn't just casual, it's strategic. You're not just interested in knowing how things work. You're obsessed with why they work, who benefits, and how to flip the system in your favor. It is what this looks like. In real life, you don't just follow trends. You reverse engineer theorem. You study the rise of someone's influence, not their content. You look at how a movement spread, not just what IT said. You're curious about systems, not just outcomes. You ask, who set the rules? Who profits if I fail? Who benefits if I follow the default path? You use curiosity to stay unpredictable. While most people become fixed in there, thinking why I get 25, you remain adaptable, learning, unlearning, evolving. This makes you uncatchable. Machiavelli would admire this deeply. He believed that to rule you had to understand the mechanisms of control better than the people who built theorem. And your curiosity, sharp, restless, relentless, is a blade that cuts through every illusion. What IT reveals about your mind, you will realize that information is leverage. You seek to understand power structures, not just opinions. You instinctively connect data. Others don't even notice. Sign 4. You never get bored because you can entertain yourself. Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. Let's talk about one of the most overlooked signals of high intelligence. You're almost never bored. WHY, because your mind is a weapon and IT never sits still, while others need endless stimulation, apps, games, noise, drama. You can sit alone in a quiet room and create entire worlds inside your head. You simulate conversations. You test strategies. You play with ideas. You connect memories. You reflect on what others haven't ever noticed. This isn't just imagination. This is mental. Autonomy. It is what that means. You can't think for long periods without distraction, not because you're disciplined, but because your mind is naturally exploratory. You build mental frameworks to understand life. While most people remember random facts, you build systems, philosophies, hierarchies, timelines, and you store theorem-like tools. You're resistant to the old need for constant noise because you don't need external input to feel alive. You are your own algorithm. Machiavelli, a man who studied power obsessively in solitude, would see this as one of the greatest strengths a person can possess. Most people are slaves to distraction, but if you can find stimulation in silence, you're already ahead of 95% of minds. What IT reveals about your mind? You can entertain abstract thought without getting exhausted. You're self-reliant, mentally and emotionally. You're dangerous in stillness because that's when your mind sharpens itself. Sign 5. You feel no need to prove you're smart. IT is much safer to be feared than loved when one of the two must be lacking. It is a paradox. The smartest people rarely talk about being smart. They don't flaunt credentials. They don't correct people to show off. They don't quote books just to impress. WHY. Because they know something most people don't. The moment you need to prove you're intelligent, you've already lost power. You understand. The more you reveal, the more predictable you become. Smart people don't advertise their sharpness. They let others underestimate them and then move silently to gain advantage. You measure value by effectiveness, not repair loss. You don't need others to recognize your brilliance. You need them to do what you want when you want without realizing. Savvy Ben let you've seen how being right is often the dumbest move in the room. Arguments don't move power. Influence does, and you're always playing for influence. Machiavelli believed the inner less capable than you were. A tactical said by Caesar, Napoleon, and modern CEOs alike. It's not about appearing weak. It's about strategic concealment. What idea reveals about your mind. You've transcended the его trap of needing recognition. You weaponize humility, not for morality, but manipulation. You measure intelligence by outcomes, not impressions. Now you're deep into the core of Machiavellian intelligence. You're starting to see being smarter than most people isn't about having more answers. It's about having better questions, sharper observations, and the discipline to hide your power until it's time to strike. Let's recap the three signals from this part. Chickapine summary. The silent weapons of a smarter mind. You use curiosity as a sculptor, not a toy. You don't just learn, you dissect. You never get bored, because your mind is constantly creating, observing, and analyzing. You never feel the need to prove your intelligence, because silence gives you more control than arguments ever could. The final two signals here, the deadliest ones, because they reveal why you can influence people even without trying, and you're often misunderstood, envied, or quietly feared. If you're still here, it's likely because a part of you already knows you're not like most people. Your intelligence doesn't scream. IT doesn't demand the spotlight. IT watches, listens, and 10 moves in silence. Machiavelli never defined intelligence in terms of academia or prestige. To him, intelligence meant control over yourself, over others, over outcomes. And their worst, sharp minds were not those who deserved people with brilliance, but those who quietly made the word adjust to term. You were already seen the power of restraint, curiosity, and invisibility. Now, let's reveal the last two signals, the ones that make you a master of human nature, whether you realize it or not. Sign 6. You can make people believe it was their idea. The wise man does not possess himself, needlessly to danger, but when compelled to do so, he is resolute. This is the mark of a dangerous mind. You don't need to win arguments. You don't need to force agreement. Instead, you let others walk themselves into the exact conclusion you intended. That's not charm. That's not persuasion. That's Machiavellian suggestion. It is how this plays out in your life. You know how to plant thoughts, not impose them. Instead of telling someone they're wrong, you ask questions that make them reconsider themselves. Instead of declaring your plan, you create a situation where they think it was theirs. You let others feel powerful while they're being steered. Most people want to feel in control. You let them as long as their control is your strategy. You frame your insights to fit their evil, not yours. You understand that people don't change based on facts. They change when their identity gets involved with that. So you never attack, you escape. This is one of the highest forms of social intelligence, not manipulation for its own sake, but direction without resistance. Practice non-reactivity. Let others их плоде. Let others argue. Let others show their weakness. You will by not joining the message. Use emotion as a mask, not a mirror. Don't show people your real feelings. Show them the feelings they need to see in order to do what you want. Daily gratification like a king. You don't need to prove your intelligence in the moment. Sometimes the smartest play is waiting until your enemy walks straight into your trap. Forward, turn your mind into leverage. Raw intelligence is not power. RPA light. Intelligence is. You were already proven. You're smarter than most. But the final move, the Machiavellian move, is to turn that intelligence into control. It is, however, turn your knowledge into assets. If you understand psychology, start influencing people. If you understand systems, start building your own. If you see patterns others miss, use them to predict and profit. Play multiple games at once. Most people think in one dimension. You don't. So, act like it. Building build alliances, build a reputation, and let them wonder how you do it. Never let anyone trace your full capability. If they see all of you, they will try to control you. So, keep parts of your brilliance hidden. Reveal only what benefits you. Let mystery do have the work. Machiavelli believed that true power comes not from what you own, but from what others believe you're capable of. So let them underestimate you. Let them misread you. Let them forget what you're truly capable of until it's too late. Fine words from one were mine too. Another. You are not crazy for feeling different. You are not cold for thinking clearly. You are not broken for being misunderstood. You are one of the few people who can walk through this world, watching, learning, and leading without needing allows permission or a crown. So, it is a final Machiavellian truth The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must, therefore, be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. You've already proven you're a fox. Now it's time to become the lion. Use your intelligence not just to survive, but to save the world around you. Because when your mind stays quiet for too long, the world becomes ruled by fools who only look wise. And we both know that ends with chaos. So go ahead, start playing a different game and unite with whatever raising your light intelligence is. You've already proven you're smarter than most. But the final move, the Machiavellian move, is to turn that intelligence into control. It is, however, turn your knowledge into assets. If you understand psychology, start influencing people. If you understand systems, start building your own. If you see patterns others miss, use them to predict and profit. Play multiple games at once. Most people think in one dimension. You don't. So, act like it. Building KRM, build alliances, build a reputation, and let them wonder how you do it. Never let anyone trace you a fool. Capability. If they see all of you, they will try to control you. So, keep parts of your brilliance hidden. Reveal only what benefits you. Let mystery do have the work. Machiavelli believed that true power comes not from what you own, but from what others believe you're capable of. So let them underestimate you. Let them mislead you. Let them forget what you're truly capable of until it's too late. One word from one remind to another. You are not crazy for feeling different. You are not cold for thinking clearly. You are not broken for being misunderstood. You are one of the few people who can walk through this world, watching, learning, and leading without needing allows permission or a crown. So, it is a final Machiavellian truth. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must, therefore, be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. You've already proven you're a fox. Now it's time to become the lion. Use your intelligence not just to survive, but to save the world around you. Because when your mind stays quiet for too long, the world becomes ruled by fools who only look wise. And we both know that ends with chaos. So go ahead, start playing a different game and unite with whatever raising your